Hello friends, welcome to GitHub Session 2. In this video, I will let you know how you can import and export project or framework or any kind of relevant code into the GitHub. In case you are new to my YouTube channel, please do not forget to subscribe my channel, and as and when you are going through any important video and you are learning something, right, do not forget to provide your valuable comment for each and every video. So what is GitHub and why we need to maintain our code in the GitHub, right? So as and when you are writing some code, right, maybe today you are working for a particular laptop or desktop, right, maybe for your own purposes or your official purposes. Tomorrow that laptop or desktop can be corrupted, or you will be switching to other building or other location where you will be getting new laptop or desktop or device, right? But you need to maintain the code, right? So in case your laptop or desktop is getting completely down, right, or crashed, so you will be losing everything. But you need to maintain somewhere so that you can get from, right, that particular location. So forget about the multiple team members, so that will be covered, how we can clone the project, how we can merge the project, how we can multiple resources will be working as part of Git and GitHub. But now say you are the only persons, right, you need to reuse your code from different machines, different locations, or maybe you need to share your code to somewhere, some other person, so that they can be used, right, they can use that code. So you need to store somewhere. So GitHub is the best place where we can store our code in better way, and definitely as and when required we can also export it from the GitHub. So what is GitHub? So GitHub is a cloud service that helps developers store and manage their source code, as well as track and control all the changes to the source code. In simple terms, GitHub is meant for developer, wherein they can manage the project, host the source code, and review them too. In short, GitHub is a code hosting platform for version control and collaboration. So GitHub is a popular choice for developers as well as for the automation tester and their team, because it offers version control, collaboration capability, and a community of peers sharing their trials and success in software engineering. Okay, to be honest, nearly every open source project uses GitHub to manage their code. Using GitHub is a free if user project is open source and includes a wiki and issue tracker that makes it easy to include more in-depth documentation and get feedback about user project. If user want to contribute, they just fork a project, make their changes, and send them a pull request using GitHub web repository. So in case you are using any public project, so definitely GitHub you can use as an open source. But definitely in case of private account where more than 10 members will be using, right, you need to pay some cost for creating a GitHub account, right? But for public project with the maximum 5 member size, you no need to pay a single penny. It will be completely free project. Okay, so that is all about the GitHub. So it is a kind of cloud service where we can save our code, or you can say it's a page, right, where you can save our code. So definitely where will be placing our code? It will be repository, right? So a repository is usually used to organize a single project. Repository can contain folder, files, image, video, spreadsheet, and datasheet. Anything user project needs. It is recommended to use a README or a file with information about the user project. GitHub makes it easy to add one at the same time user create their own new repository. It also offers other common options such as license file. User can store a variety of projects in GitHub repository, include open source project. With open source project, user can share code to make better, more reliable software. So repository is a place you will be creating a project, and in that project you can store any kind of file. It can be your Excel file, it can be your normal file, it can be text file, right, Word document, and also as well as your code, right? So how you will be interacting with the GitHub, and suppose say in case you are using Eclipse, right, So definitely you are creating a lot of codes, lot of projects you will be creating. Then how you can export the project from the Eclipse, and how you can import it to the GitHub, and definitely next from the other location or other system, how you can import it again and how you can export it back to the Eclipse. So that part I will show you. So for that, first you need to navigate to that https github.com to open a new account in case you do not have anything, right? So this is the GitHub path, right, where you can log in. So after opening the github.com, you will be finding these options. In case you do not have account, so you can click on the sign up, right, so that you can create a new account, right, with your email ID and your username, okay, for the first time, right? Once it is there, you can definitely log in, right? So first time you need to create a user, right? So once it is there, right, you can directly click on the sign in. So here you need to give the username of the email address and your password, right? And after that you need to click on the sign in, so that you will be able to log into your GitHub account, right? Then so you can find lot of options is there. In case you already created a lot of repository, you will be finding the repository sections, right? You will be finding issue, marketplace, explore, and here you can find the options called read the guide or start a project. So I will be simply using start a project to create a new project, right? And I can give the name as, suppose say my framework code. So that is the project name, repository name I am giving. Definitely I need to make it public. I can give any kind of description, whatever I used to give, to make it more reliable of the repository name, right? If you want to make it private, so sometime you need to make a give a cost or right amount for the license part, right? But definitely I will be making it public. If you want to add, you can add a readme files, right? So that it will contain a lot of things, but I will be simply creating a repository. And I want to import my code. So that's why you can create your new repository. So that is my repository name. You can find it, right? So github.com, then your username, then your repository name. So that will be the path, right? So now say I want to add some code into the repository, right? So first you need to go to your code, right? Suppose say I want to, there are a lot of projects I have created. I want to import the code from the keyword driven project, right? So let's right click on the project, whatever you you want to import in the GitHub. So after you right click, you will get the path where your code is located, right? Okay. So in the some workspace, Eclipse workspace, my code is located, right? After right clicking, go to the properties. So you will be able to go to the direct path locations where your project code is located, right? So after going to the properties, you will be getting that locations. Just copy that path and just press Windows R and paste it, so that you can directly go to the project path, right? And go back to the workspace and copy that project, keyword driven project, right? Keyword driven project, copy it and paste it anywhere, right? You can paste it in your local desktop or any other locations. So that part is done. I am exporting my code here, right? And then you can go to the GitHub project location and you can import the code, right? Here you can, after clicking on the import buttons, you will be finding lot of options, right? So here you can, no need to click on the import button. So apart from that, there will be options, right? I think go to the project here, one second time. Let's try to click on the import code again. Yeah, so there is options called create new file or uploading an existing file, right? So you need to click on that uploading an existing file, Okay, after that you can choose your file or drag and drop your file to the repository, right? Okay, so I will choose your file options, and then I will be going to that desktop where I have, right, downloaded that keyword driven project. So if I open it, so if you can find everything. Instead of that, you can directly select the whole project, so that all the project code will be in a single shot, it will be loaded. Okay, I think it is not allowing, so instead of folder you can create a zip file. Okay, click on the send to, and you can click on the compress folder. Okay, so that it will be zip file. So that is the best approach. And now you can select the zip file and you can open it, so that zip file will be loaded, right? It is imported, and you can give a description, comment changes, right? So new framework code, and definitely if you want to give any additional comment, okay, you can give it. Okay, data hyphen data driven and hybrid. So this is the code for data driven and hybrid framework, and you can click commit changes. Okay, so you can see now it is imported, right? It is loaded. Now say this is the path, I can take it for my reference, or I can share it with any of my colleagues, right, or team member who want to use it. Just paste it in some notepad. Okay, then now say I want to open it from different browser, right? So instead of log out, I can open it from different browser. So let's see, that browser I do not have any Git, right, project, right? So let's open for the Firefox browser. Okay, and here I can give the path. Okay, so now you can directly download it. Okay, I share with anyone, or even I want to download it from the different machines, different laptops, desktop, or different location. Even I no need to log into the sign up. Even you can see I did not sign up, right? I just entering the URL, and directly it is visible. Now I can click here, so it will be downloaded automatically, right? You can get to know. Now after that you need to click on the download button, right, here, so that it will be downloaded in the download folder. So you can see anything, save file. Okay, I want to save the file only. Okay, you can see it is in the downloaded folder. It's completed. Now if you open the downloaded folder, it is available in the downloaded folder. Now you can open it and you can extract it, right? So let's cut it and let's paste it somewhere. Let's change the name here. Okay, if you do want to change the name here, you can change it. Suppose say after downloaded folder. Okay, let's copy it and let's paste it in your desktop again. Okay, so it will be downloaded in your new desktop based on the path provided. I can replace it. I am replacing it. Okay, so it will be downloaded in your new laptop, desktop, or other persons with whom, other team members or other colleagues with whom you are sharing, they just download it using the link you are providing. So there is no other options they need to use. Just simply they will enter the URL. Even though they no need to log into that log into the GitHub account even, so directly can get the code, right? Just they need to extract it from the zip folder, right? So once it is downloaded there in your desktop or laptop or any other folder, now you can import it in the Eclipse again, right? Suppose say other new person is opening Eclipse, they want to import the project, then how can you do that? They need to click on the file here, right? And the options will be there called import. Then you need to select the option project from folder, not that one, yeah, existing project into workspace. Okay, so that's option you can select, and you can click on the next, right? And here you can change the browse the folder. Suppose say my folder I have placed in my desktop, right? So I can go to the desktop here, desktop. So I will go for that folder, keyword driven framework, right? So whole folder I can extract it instead of the subfolder. Okay, now I can select it, right? Here, that path you need to select it once it is downloaded completely, and then you need to click on the finish button. So that is the thing you need to do, only simply thing, so that it will be available in your Eclipse. And definitely as it is available, you can use that particular framework or lines of code or the different other project, right? And you can customize it, or you can you can use it directly, right? So that's way you can interact with GitHub, right? So why GitHub is required? Suppose say today you want to work with different system, and right now that whatever lines of code or project you have created, it is not possible to share with any means, or maybe with email it is not able to share, some of the files you cannot be able to share it. So definitely you will be saving your code to the GitHub account, and then definitely you will be getting the path where you are storing the code, and using that path from any locations or with any team member or any your colleagues, they can directly download it. After they are downloaded, they can import it in the Eclipse and they can start working on that. So there is no chance of missing some file or information, right? So that's why you can import and export your important codes or the project code or framework code to the GitHub account, right? So that's all for today's session. Thank you.